In this video, we are going to discuss Chapter 6, Radar System. So till now we discussed that how the radar system works, can improve the range of radar, what is radar beacon, what is range of the beacon and applications of the beacon. So in this next chapter, we are going to discuss different types of radar with their advantages and disadvantages. So radar can be classified into two basic types, pulsed wave radar and continuous wave radar. In pulsed wave radar, the transmitter will transmit for only a particular pulse duration, and for remaining time transmitter will be turned off. During that time it will receive echoes from the target and process them to display the result on the radar display. In case of continuous wave radar, transmitter and receiver are independent from each other, and transmitter will transmit continuously whereas receiver will also receive continuously. So in continuous wave radar we will also discuss frequency modulated continuous wave radar. So these are the types of radar. So let's start with pulsed radar system. So this is very basic radar system. Here, in case of pulsed radar system, pulses will be generated. These pulses will be modulated by using a RF signal, and then they will be transmitted. Transmitted pulses will get reflected from the target. The reflected pulses will get received by the antenna and then subsequently decoded by the receiver. So what are the different components? So as you can see in the block diagram, firstly we are going to discuss transmitter section. In transmitter section, first component is trigger source. Trigger source will generate trigger pulses for the modulator. Modulator will then generate rectangular pulses that will provide DC power supply to the output tube. There are two main types of modulator: line pulsing modulator and active switch modulator. Line pulsing modulator is a high level modulator where the output electrode of a tube is directly modulated by a pulse forming network. Advantage of line modulator are that they are very simple, compact, reliable and efficient. However, line pulsing modulators provide fixed pulse length pulses. So in case variable pulse length is required, line pulsing modulator cannot be used. The pulse forming network uses an inductor which is slowly charged and later on discharged rapidly through the transmission line, which will generate large voltage pulses across the output. Next type of modulator is active switch modulator. Active switch modulator is a low level pulse modulator. Here initially low level pulses are generated and then they are amplified using power amplifier before providing to the output tube. It can generate variable pulse length along with different shapes of pulses as well as pulses with different repetition rate. So active switch modulator is very flexible in nature, but it is bulky and has a complex circuit. Next component is output tube. So an output tube is a microwave source which generates microwave carrier pulses Modulator will provide very high DC voltages that are required to the output tube for generation of such pulses. So it can be high power microwave tubes such as magnetron, reflex klystron, or cross field amplifiers, or there can be a low power microwave generator such as gun oscillator, impact diode, rapid diode, etc. depending on so signal from output tube is then passed through the duplexer to the antenna. Duplexer facilitates sharing of antenna between transmitter and receiver. At the same time, it also isolates receiver and transmitter during specified duration of transmit-receive cycle. So there are mainly two types of duplexer. First, we are going to study branch duplexer. Branch duplexer consists of ATR and TR. These ATR and TR switches are basically gas discharge tubes. When transmitter is in on state, TR and ATR tubes will get ionized and firing will take place. TR switch will have short circuit at the receiver, and hence transmitter power will not reach the receiver. When the transmitter is in off state, TR and ATR tubes do not fire. ATR will function as short circuit across transmission line, hence effectively isolating the transmitter from receiver. So echo signal will directly reach the receiver. Advantage of branched is it is having low cost. The disadvantage is it has limited power handling capability due to gas tubes. Second type of duplexer is a coupler. In microwave engineering, we have studied different types of waveguide coupler. So couplers, if one of the port is loaded with matched load, you can use it as a duplex. So next we go through the receiver part of the pulse radar system. When the signal is received from the antenna, it is passed through the duplexer to the mixer. Mixer is generally accompanied with RF amplifier, which boosts the RF frequency signal. Mixer, with the use of LO frequencies, convert the incoming RF signal to the intermediate frequency signal. These IF signals are then amplified using IF amplifiers. IF amplifiers are multi-stage amplifier with low noise amplifier as first stage. IF amplifier mainly provides the gain of the system. IF amplifier must be broadband to allow use of narrowband pulses. For achieving this, synchronous stagger tune multi-stage configuration is used. In radar system, noise can occur due to local oscillator leaking. Local oscillator noise can be reduced by connecting the narrowband filter between local oscillator and mixer, or by using a balanced mix. Output of this IF amplifier is then passed through the detector, which is a crystal diode, and then through the video amplifier, which generates envelope of the signal. This detected signal is then given to an indicator. An indicator can be a display device. At the indicator, a decision has to be made whether or not target is present. The decision is based on magnitude of receiver output. If the output is large enough to exceed a predetermined threshold, the decision that target is present. If it does not cross the threshold, only noise is assumed to be present. The threshold is set so that rate at which false alarms occur due to noise crossing the threshold is below some specified tolerable value. So this completes discussion of pulse radar.